all strive to be more. We all long for viva la vida. Around the corner I'll meet ya, a bit lighter and freer. I'm so happy to see ya.
Hello everyone and welcome back to new video. Today's video is going to be a slightly different one. If you follow me on my community and Instagram, then you know that today I'm planning to share some styling tips with you. The choice of decor items that you will be selecting will always depend on shape and size of the coffee table, but certain rules remains universal. If your taste or choice is more towards minimalist kind of a decor, then stick to things which makes more sense on the coffee table, like a candle or coaster. Maybe something more sculptural will be less is more kind of approach. Monochrome looks are also into a more organic, minimalist style of decorating, and usually that is when you play with design, texture, heights, and different types of materials in the same color palette. So a brand new shining coffee table is very nice, very good, but a coffee table should be an expression of your style. So try and bring things that tell your story, tell your travel adventures, how you got that artifact. Because coffee tables are the first thing that anyone sees, and most often it becomes a center for a conversation starter. If you're into design, then you must have heard the rule of odd numbers. Decorating in odd numbers set of 3 or 5 or so on is a standard set of decorating. I would say a universal rule. Sometimes it's absolutely individual 3 objects, or sometimes things carousel together can be considered as one object. Always think about who is going to use the coffee table or how you're going to use the coffee table. So for that matter, if you have kids or pets, keeping things minimal, unbreakable makes more sense. Or if you work on your coffee table, like you put out your food on the coffee table, so keeping things really easy to put together back every single time would make more sense. Number 1 rule remains to shop your home. I'm showing you so many items here. You do not have to go ahead and buy everything. Look around your home. You might have already so many things that you can decorate with. Creating different heights while decorating a coffee table is very crucial. It kind of creates a visual interest, and you want the eyes to reach out to every single object placed on the coffee table. And that can only happen if you play with height. But with that said, the proportion matters too. Since coffee table is a focal point of the living room, so any object placed on the coffee table should not obstruct the conversation with the person sitting on the opposite side. That should be kept in mind. We can always add that hint of seasonal decor on the coffee table to celebrate the festivities without going overboard. So when you are decorating, think of a triangle that is placed in a 3-dimensional space. So essentially you have to create a triangle with each corner falling at a different angle. And the moment you start thinking like this, your coffee table or any decor per se will look very pleasing to the eyes. Material of the tray really matters, and the choice should be made keeping in mind what is the material and the texture of the coffee table. So containing the items or corralling the items in a tray helps you to showcase number of items. So on a larger coffee table, you can arrange array of items and still have room to pop your tray or your coffee or food on the side. Also, the handles on a tray makes it so easy to take away everything from the coffee table and then put it back. Adding risers or some stack of books will always give you that additional height. Always keep in mind your color palette or the color scheme that you have chosen to decorate your living room with. The coffee table is just the reflection of that color palette, and adding things around the same color palette gives a very cohesive look. Choice of tray that you're taking should always complement the height of the object that you're placing in it. If the rim of the tray is really tall enough that it hides the object inside, we can use some risers or we can use some stack of books to put the object. This brings me to the point that instead of decorating with too many trinkets, it's always better to decorate with some substantial and larger decorative pieces. So books are the best, I know, but even in terms of decorating, it becomes the extension of your story and your personality. Adding that touch on the coffee table not only helps you to bring a little bit of color and contrast on the coffee table, but also helps your guests to enjoy those books when you are away and know about your choices, your hobbies, your likings. Now you can stack your books in different ways. You can do a waterfall effect, you can keep it diagonal, you can align the spines of the book. So there are many ways. You can also leave your coffee table books open to match the decor. I will start with a stack of books, and then on top of that I am adding 4 succulents in a wooden bowl. Now the wooden bowl is of the same color palette but has been broken by the books. The white fluted bowl is of the same color palette of the book, and the woven tray pulls out the colors of black and brass. The greenery adds a charm of life on the coffee table. Now I can easily swap this decor by adding some coasters only. But the choice of coasters matter. If I'm using these white marble coaster, I want to create a V using this, and if I keep it in the linear pattern, it looks too much to the eyes, like there is too much white going on. So if I want to put the coasters here, instead of using these white marble coasters, I'll go for something more contrasting. So maybe a black coaster would look much better here. Now, the word of caution in doing this style is this usually is done for an oversized coffee table. I am just attempting to give you an idea. Hope that helps for all those oversized coffee table owners. So here I have added a marble tray, stack of books in grey color, and using the same grey color that's there on my cushions, and then using the same green and brown tones in form of the plant choice that I have made. Adding a box. Now I'm using a vintage box. Now, despite it might look like too many things on the table, but if you look closely, you will find that I have decorated it in form of a triangle and an inverted triangle. You can use books, you can use trays to corral things based on what is the size of your coffee table. My style of decorating is neither on the maximalist side nor on the minimalist side. Somewhere in between I really like, but I do like to express my personality and decorate it in form of groups of 3. This little arrangement is really adorable and one can definitely keep it as it is, as it looks really charming and it's super functional as well. But just adding a little bit of personality and conversation to the coffee table without compromising on space to put down your drink or a coffee. Here is the final look. This is going to be the last tip to add the odd object on the coffee table. Something which is not geometric, no circles, no squares or rectangles. So this is my final look of the coffee table. Let me know if you like this video or you want to see such more videos. Leave me a comment and I will see you in my next video. Until next time, bye-bye.